Do you feel stuck in life, like you can't move forward no matter what you do? You're not by yourself. Fear, doubt, and the unseen chains that hold them back keep most people stuck. But what if I told you that Miyamoto Musashi, a samurai fighter from the 1600s, found the way to break out of this cycle? Watch this video to learn more about why you feel stuck and how to get out of it and take back control of your life. Reason 1. Fear of change. People often feel stuck in life because they are afraid of change. Uncertainty makes us feel helpless, and change is hard to plan for. Instead of taking a chance on the unknown, it's safer to stay in something comfortable even if it's not what you want. But Musashi taught that a fighter must be open to change because life is a battle of adapting all the time. When we're attached to safety, we often feel afraid of change. We feel safe when we have habits, routines, and standards that we follow. But this sense of safety is only a mirage. The world is always changing, and ignoring this fact will only keep you stuck. Imagine a river that stops moving, gets dirty, dies, and gets stuck. The same thing happens to someone who won't move forward. It was important for Musashi to be able to change his mind. He thought that people who are set in their ways of thinking and acting would give up when things get tough. He told them, "Think little of yourself and a lot about the world." This means we shouldn't be so stuck in our identities or safety zones that we're afraid of change. We can only grow when we leave behind what we know. To get over being afraid of change, you need to think like a fighter. Accept that being uncomfortable is a part of growing up. Change should not be seen as a threat, but as a chance to get better. Take small steps into the unknown. With each step, you'll see that your fear was not real. It was all in your head. Reason 2. Lack of clear goals. We roam aimlessly when we don't have a place to go. A lot of people feel stuck because they can't see where they want to go. They get up, go about their daily lives, and do the same things over and over again without any direction. And Musashi, on the other hand, lived by a strict set of rules. Decide that today you will overcome yourself of the day before, he said. You can only make progress if you have a goal to work toward. When you don't have clear goals, you feel empty. That makes us angry because deep down we all have dreams that stay hopes if we don't describe them. As if you were trying to hit a goal in the dark. Being clear gives you power, and without it, life seems pointless. Musashi thought that people should plan their actions and be very careful about them. He always had a plan before going into battle. In the same way, we need to be very clear about what our goals are. Don't just say, "I want to be successful." Instead, say, "I will build a business that makes $100,000 a year." Instead of saying, "I want to be healthy," say something like, "I will work out 5 times a week and lose 20 pounds in 6 months." Writing down your goals will help you get out of a rut. Make them clear, measured, and doable. A fighter doesn't just fight for no reason. He picks his fights carefully. Reason 3. Overthinking and self-doubt. When you think too much, you lock up your mind. This leads to a never-ending cycle of what-ifs and worst-case situations that stop people from taking action. A lot of people get stuck because they don't believe in their own skills, are afraid of failing, or think too much about every choice they make, which stops them from acting. Musashi told people not to be afraid. If you want to control other people, control yourself first. If you think too much, your mind is probably not working right. A fighter needs to learn how to control their thoughts. Self-doubt gets in the way of growth. It makes us think about how valuable we are, what skills we have, and what we can do. But doubt isn't real, it's just fear dressed up as argument. The truth is that nobody is ever really ready. People who act even when they're not sure will succeed. Musashi never hesitated for too long. Even a brief doubt could cost you your life in war. He trained himself to follow his gut and make quick decisions. In life, we need to do the same thing. Do something instead of overthinking it. Choose something and make changes as you go. You become more clear as you move around. Reason 4. Fear of judgment. Do you hold back because you're worried about what other people will think? One big reason people feel stuck in life is that they are afraid of being judged. It stops people from acting, stops their dreams from coming true, and stops them from reaching their full potential. However, it is true that no matter what you do, people will always have thoughts. You are giving them power over your life if you let what they say guide you. This was very clear to Miyamoto Musashi. As a lone warrior, he chose a road that many people didn't agree with. He didn't want to be liked, he wanted to be in charge. "Do not think dishonestly," he said one time. This means keeping true to yourself no matter what other people say. People who disagree with you will always be around, but their words won't change your mind unless you let them. The criticism we fear isn't real most of the time. People don't have time to worry about your life because they have their own. People can judge you, but what you do defines you, not what they say. People have said bad things about the best warriors, leaders, and visionaries in history, but they kept going. You need to do the same thing. To get over this fear, you need to change your mindset. Instead of thinking about what other people think, ask yourself, am I living my life the way I was meant to? You break free when you put your own growth ahead of what other people think. Reason 5. Negative self-talk. The truth is that the things we say to ourselves make it real. You are unintentionally teaching your mind to think false stories when you tell yourself over and over, "I'm not good enough, I always fail," or "I'll never be successful." Talking badly to yourself is like poison that slowly steals your confidence, drive, and ability to act. It makes you question, fear, and hesitate over and over again. Miyamoto Musashi knew how powerful the mind could be. He thought that a warrior's biggest fight is not with an outside enemy, but with himself. "You may give up your own body, but you must keep your honor," he said. This means that your inner strength and respect for yourself are more important than any short-term setback or suffering from the outside world. Talking badly to yourself takes away from your potential and limits what you can do. To get out of this loop, you need to pay attention to what you're saying to yourself. Defend yourself against every bad thought. Saying, "I can't do this," isn't helpful. Say, "I am learning and getting better." Say, "Every setback is a lesson that makes me stronger," instead of, "I always fail." You need to train your mind to think in a way that makes you stronger instead of weaker, just like Musashi trained his sword over and over again to get good at it. The best tool you have is your mind. If you use it right, you won't feel stuck anymore. You'll feel like you can't be stopped. Reason 6. Toxic relationships. Do the people around you make you feel better or worse? A big reason why people feel stuck in life is that they are connected to toxic people who drain their energy, break their confidence, and keep them stuck in a loop of bad feelings. Miyamoto Musashi knew this very well. He thought that a fighter should be very picky about who he sided with because the wrong people could bring him down. There are many types of unhealthy interactions. They could be family members or friends who take advantage of you, or a partner who makes you question your own worth. These people often say negative things as advice or concern, but what they're really doing is holding you back. Do not waste time idling or thinking after you have set your goals, Musashi said one time. The people around you are not meant to walk your path with you if they are always getting in the way. It takes courage to leave bad situations behind. It means making limits, rejecting bad vibes, and sometimes leaving behind people who have been in your life for a long time. But remember that the energy you let into your life determines how much you grow. Warrior-like people don't think twice about cutting ties with things that don't help them. Spend time with people who motivate, encourage, and push you to do better. Then you can move forward with power and clarity. Reason 7. Lack of discipline. Even though discipline is key to success, it's also one of the main reasons why people feel stuck in life. Without discipline, goals and dreams stay just that, dreams. Without discipline, anger takes over. The famous samurai Miyamoto Musashi lived by a strict set of rules that could not be broken. He thought that the only way to be successful in anything, in war or in life, was to train hard, be dedicated, and control yourself. A lot of people depend on drive to get things done, but motivation fades quickly. Like the wind, it comes and goes, so you can't count on it. On the other hand, discipline means being able to do what you need to do even if you don't want to. This idea was shown through Musashi's life. He worked out every day, got better at using a sword, and sharpened his mind so it would always be ready. He knew that waiting for the right moment was a weakness because real fighters build their own momentum by acting with discipline. Distractions, feelings, and being lazy can take over a person who doesn't have any discipline. It seems like days go by quickly, then weeks, then months, and then years go by with no change. To break free, you need to set a strict daily routine, get rid of any distractions that aren't required, and commit to taking consistent action. Musashi once said, "The way you train is the way you fight." You will be successful if you show focus every day in small ways. Reason 8. Attachment to the past. Do the memories of the past weigh you down so much that you can't move on? It's common for people to feel stuck in life because they can't let go of mistakes, regrets, failures, or even times when they did well. The famous warrior Miyamoto Musashi knew how dangerous it is to think too much about the past. "Don't think about the past," he told her. "Don't look for it. But your past is just a thought. It only lives in your mind, but it has the power to shape your present. When you hold on to the past, you stay stuck in a loop of negative emotions. Clinging to what was keeps you from seeing what could be, whether it's a painful memory or a past success you keep trying to get back. The mind keeps going back to what might have been instead of what is possible right now. This leads to doubt, hesitation, and a fear of going forward. Like water, Musashi thought that things were always changing and flowing. If water sees rocks, it doesn't stop to think about them. It keeps going and finds new ways to get where it needs to go. To get free, you need to think like a warrior, accept what happened, learn from it, and let go of it. The past is not a prison, but a master. It's possible to grow, change, and really live in the present moment when you let go of connection. Reason 9. Not taking responsibility. It's not smart to put the blame on other people, situations, or luck. Musashi thought that everyone should take full responsibility for their life. What you did got you where you are now. You can change your future again if you accept that truth. Reason 10. Lack of action. Ultimately, feeling stuck comes from not doing anything. When you do something, overthinking, fear, and doubt go away. Musashi lived by moving, hitting first, and never stopping. Start by doing something. The important thing is motion, not how small it is. Taking action breaks down fear, breaks up stagnation, and opens up new opportunities. A warrior doesn't wait, he goes. Don't look back, just keep going.